Good morning. This is KELOLAND on the go with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your Sunday. We also have your Border Busters coming up, but first, our top story. The South Dakota Division of Criminal Investigation is looking into why a man died after being arrested over the weekend in Rapid City. Police say the 43-year-old man from Woolsey had active warrants and was combative when officers caught him following a short foot pursuit late Friday night. Police say the man was placed in restraints before being transported to the Pennington County Jail. Police say he was unresponsive when he arrived at the jail and died later at the hospital. Police say the man had syringes and suspected illegal drugs on him at the time of his arrest. One person is dead and another is hurt following a motorcycle versus deer crash over the weekend in the southern Black Hills. According to the South Dakota Department of Public Safety, their motorcycle struck the deer when it ran out in front of them on Highway 18 near Hot Springs Friday night. Both the driver and passenger were thrown from the motorcycle. The 62-year-old man driving the motorcycle died at the hospital. The 43-year-old woman passenger has serious but non-life-threatening injuries. Authorities say neither of them was wearing a helmet. Local political activist groups gathered Saturday in Sioux Falls to protest against policies of the Trump administration. It was called the With Liberty and Justice for All rally, where speakers expressed their concerns at Van Epps Park.
We just wanted to give people the opportunity to get their voices heard how they felt it needed to. So when we hold events like this, it's helpful to have an opportunity for people to have signs, wave them, show their support towards the community.
Rallygoers also donated money to the nonprofit Midwest Street Medicine. Let's take our first look at the forecast now with meteorologist Adam Rutt in the Storm Center. Good morning, Adam.
Good morning, Perry, and good morning, everybody. It is a largely quiet start to the day, but we have been dealing with rounds of fog in a couple of areas. Not in Sioux Falls, as we take a look at Falls Park to kick things off this time around. Sioux Falls Marathon very much underway. We get some runners going through the path at Falls Park around the 5-mile mark. We are at 55 with a northeast wind at 3 miles per hour. But like I said, we have seen fog in a couple of areas. Aberdeen, Hattie, you can still see it a little bit in the distance. 46 with not much of a breeze to speak of there. Pierre still seeing fog out there along the horizon, covering the Capitol building as well. Northeast wind at 3 miles per hour, 50 the air temperature. And out west in Rapid City, beautiful start to the day. A calm breeze and 49 to start the final full day of summer. 48 in Phillip, 52 for Mobridge and Spencer over in Iowa, 57 in Worthington and Yankton, 44 the cool spot this morning. That is down in Pine Ridge. Not much of a breeze to speak of as we just have a light and variable wind in place. And in general, the breeze isn't going to be really all that big of an issue. We do have a few little hiccups along the way in the short term, but the overall long-term outlook, which goes into the start of fall, isn't going to feel like it. We'll talk about that in your full extended forecast.
All right, thank you very much, Adam. Thousands of people attended Riverfest along the banks of the Big Sioux River in downtown Sioux Falls Saturday. This annual celebration to wrap up the summer season featured vendors, food, live music, and games.
We kind of did the Stampede hockey thing, and then like the ribbon dancing thing they have down there is really neat too.
Riverfest also included a sustainability zone where people learned ways to protect the Big Sioux River. A longtime Sioux Falls photographer has witnessed a lot of city history through his camera lens. 98-year-old Bill Pay has been taking pictures professionally since he was a teenager. He remembers vividly what downtown was like decades ago. A favorite hangout of his was Minerva's. It's where he meets with his fellow members of the Wednesday study group for the past 40 years. He'll share his memories of Sioux Falls in between his sips of Grain Belt beer in tonight's Eye on KELOLAND at 10. It is the final day of SuperCon at the Sioux Falls Convention Center. A sensory hour starts at 10 a.m. A children's book giveaway is at 11 o'clock. Martial arts demonstrations start at noon. The Zoomobile arrives at 1 p.m. A magic show takes place at 3 o'clock, followed by closing ceremonies at 4. It's also the final day of the Fall Parade of Homes. You can tour more than 40 new homes in the Sioux Falls area from 1 to 5 p.m. It costs $5 to tour the 2 feature homes. Otherwise, all the other homes are free to see. The Sioux Falls Area Humane Society is hosting an open house. You can meet the staff and learn more about what they do at work and tour the facility, plus enjoy food trucks from 1 to 4 p.m. Lights Up Productions presents the Journey Inside. The performance is at 4 p.m. at the Orpheum Theater Center in downtown Sioux Falls. Tickets start at $18. And enjoy pro football action on KELOLAND TV. CBS Sports coverage begins at 11 a.m. Central Time with the NFL Today. That's followed by the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Minnesota Vikings at noon. Adam?
Well, we are dealing with a bit of fog out there this morning. You can see where those patches are on our visibility map. Around Aberdeen, Pierre, Watertown, and even up near and north of Bison in Perkins County. We are seeing visibility below a half and at times even below a quarter mile. So you will want to keep that in mind. Visibility will be compromised at times. So you will want to get where you need to be safely on this Sunday morning. And in fact, we'll just go over and take a look quickly at our Watertown camera at least, so you can kind of see what we're talking about here. There it is now in Cottington County. We can at least see a little bit out that way, but still it's lurking out there all the same. Be mindful. Otherwise, it is a quiet start to the day as satellite and radar does not have much of anything going on beyond a few bits of cloud cover here and there. Later this evening, though, we do have the potential for a couple of thunderstorms to billow up, especially in southeastern KELOLAND from the dual Brookings County line points south along I-29 and then Mitchell points east on I-90, extending as far west as the southern half of Charles Mix County. Hail is the main concern, winds secondary. Not everybody is going to see something. I'll put that out there. You can see that on Futurecast, but just keep that in the back of your mind if you do have any evening plans, as we will see those thunderstorms pop up and then quickly move on through as we go into the first part of the night. From there, we watch Monday afternoon and Monday evening out west, where we could see some scattered showers and a couple of thunderstorms, which will be a welcome sight in southwestern KELOLAND, considering out that way moderate drought conditions are sticking around. So some rain out there, not necessarily a bad thing. Beyond that, though, outside of the Sunday, Monday time frame, we don't have much in the way of appreciable moisture to work with. We could get a couple of little isolated showers here and there Tuesday and Wednesday, but after that, the moisture feed is effectively shut off. High pressure takes over, and we go into the first days of fall on a rather warm note, especially considering our average high and low temperature goes down a degree about every 2 to 3 days. Into early October, odds for above average temperatures will remain favored. By early October, our average high is going to be around 70, if not in the upper 60s in a couple of areas. So just keep that in mind. Today, upper 70s and low 80s for several locations, mid 70s up to the northeast with a few evening thunderstorms to the southeast. Lows tonight in the 50s and a generally quiet night as well. Some fog also possible in portions of southeastern KELOLAND overnight Sunday into Monday. Here is your 7-day forecast. We start fall at 1:19 p.m. Central Time on Monday. You can see a few isolated showers, but otherwise either side of 80 for highs in Sioux Falls, staying mainly dry going into next weekend. In Aberdeen, mid to upper 70s from start to finish, outside of a few isolated sprinkles and showers on Wednesday. That's really just about it out that way for active weather. Pierre could see a couple of isolated showers Tuesday and Wednesday, highs on either side of 80 from start to finish. And in Rapid City, we'll see 80s today and then going toward the tail end of the extended forecast. In between, mid 70s, and we'll also watch that Monday chance for a couple of showers and thunderstorms later in the day. Have a great day, everybody. For more of your local news, weather, and sports, you can always head on over to KELOLAND.com.